Hello everyone, welcome back to another play along video. As you can hear, my voice is a bit scuffed at the moment. I've been sick for the last week, so that's why I haven't been delivering on my promise to give you guys daily videos, but they should be coming back as soon as I am well. Well, this is the first one back, and we can see the results of the no moving league here. This is the results from the third leg, and we have TGBM out on a massive lead, and then everyone else, only a couple of us actually, on more than 1 point. And yeah, here is the whole leaderboard thus far. So that will be developing as we play today. So without further ado, let us get into leg 4 of the Play Along League. And it's 1 minute 30 per round. If you would like to join it, do so in the description, join the Discord, and also you can suggest a map for the challenge for next week. So let's get into it. Okay. Diverse world, we got yellow center line, so this should be Canada or the US. Do we have any distinguishing features? We have some kind of bollard here. It's interesting. Yeah, that bollard is quite interesting. It might be an American bollard, but I'm not sure which it is. Definitely feels further north here. It's either US or Canada. Ooh, so we got some French here, and we have no front plate, so I'm thinking this is actually going to be in Quebec somewhere. Yes, we've got French language. And some yellow on the poles, so maybe that is a Quebec thing. Yep, this is French. And so, it feels pretty green. I would say it feels pretty southern for Quebec. So maybe it is around Montreal, in that area. Perhaps even south of it would be my intuition, because it looks like Vermont to me. So that's what I'm going to go for. And yeah, 62 kilometers just on the border with Vermont there. So a bunch of people getting nice scores. And understandably so, because it makes sense. But 62 kilometers I'm pretty happy with. Right, next round, we got yellow center lines, and we're driving on the left-hand side of the road, right-hand side of the road, sorry. So this should be Cambodia, and there we have it, a Cambodia beer sign, so that's easy enough. And whereabouts in Cambodia, though, is the question. It's fairly green, so I'm wondering if it's up near Vietnam. That is, or up near Laos, sorry, and Vietnam. That's kind of what I associate with this kind of landscape. But I'm not entirely sure. I'm not very good at Cambodia, to be honest. But we're not going to get too much more, so I think I'm going to guess there. Let's see, what direction are we going, actually? So we're kind of on a road that's like this, so maybe like that. Okay, it is north, but it's actually on the border of Thailand there, so not too bad, but not too good either. For Cambodia, it was fairly easy because it literally said it. We're back in Asia this time with a white car with some black on it, so I think this is going to be Indonesia, driving left-hand side of the road, and we've got Indonesian ads everywhere and language, so that's simple enough. And with this car, I think, I'm just going to look for any more clues before I say this. But I think that means we are in Sumatra, and there is this black car around here, so I wonder if we're near Medan or something like that. And the mountains fit that, definitely. So what is there really else to say here? It's fairly, like, tropical. So, and we're in a fairly sizable town, so it could be something like that, you know? Kind of going east to west on a main road, so yeah, I mean, it doesn't perfectly fit, I don't think, but it should be around here. Okay, it's a lot further south. That's a pretty good guess there. But yeah, it's actually, we're on the right island, but would have actually been better if I just went on Java, because it's closer to Java than it is to Medan. Maybe I could have got that off the vegetation, but didn't strike me at that point. Okay, 12,000 so far. This one feels like South America, I want to say. I think that's a Argentinian plate with the black in the center of it. So yeah, this should be Argentina. Feels very temperate. We got some eucalyptus trees here as well. It is Gen 4, so it can't be Uruguay. With this number plate and the generation of the camera. But it does feel like near Uruguay, I would say. So perhaps somewhere near Rosario, or a bit north of Rosario would be my thought. Could even be south of Buenos Aires, but with the eucalyptus, I think it should be north of it. Um, yeah, do we have anything? Do we have any names of the place or anything? Yeah, no, I wouldn't trust that. Yeah, it's just fairly temperate, so I think it's around there. Yeah, super close there. That's pretty good. Happy with that. 135 kilometers. So that is, yeah, that is really good. A lot of the time you get those gum trees, those eucalyptus trees on the border of Brazil and Uruguay. Maybe even up to Paraguay there. Right, last round. And this one should be in the Netherlands. With the, we have a combination of plates here. Yellow one here, red one here. So this should be on the border between the Netherlands and Belgium. And, you know, I was just thinking that it kind of reminds me of a round I had in this town here. And because of the combination of number plates, I kind of want to guess in here. We've got like a square of grass. Surely we couldn't actually get this. It just reminds me of a round I had here before. Yeah, I don't think it is actually here, but yeah, with the combination of number plates, it may as well be. But yeah, the architecture is just without a doubt Dutch/Belgian. So let's get it. Yeah, we are 400 meters away. That's insane. But did we get the right country actually? That's Netherlands. That's Belgium. Yeah, that's we're in the wrong country. But we are very, very close. That's an insane guess. That's an insane guess right there. But the combination of number plates, and I just had a guess there one time. I don't think it was the same round, but quite similar. So let us see. We got 21,655, and that places us in number 12. So let us see everyone who played. Here's everyone. We had 72 players. So thank you everyone for playing along. And now let's see the top 15, how everyone did. Okay, so I think I lost all my points on that Indonesia one, sadly. So this French-Canada one, everyone got. It was me and a couple of others who really intuited that it was further south, because it definitely looked a little bit like Vermont there. Even quite a north guess there in the top 15, but yeah, fairly clustered around Montreal there. With the Netherlands one, yeah, me and Sussy Snorlax ended up getting right close, and he must have used the same logic, but he found the little square that I couldn't see, so well done to him. But yeah, there I was, and we had 3 people in Turnhout. I don't know, I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but 3 people there, and a bunch of people in the Netherlands, and 1 in Belgium too. 1 person guessing in France. I can see the logic there. As for the Cambodia one, I was the only one to guess up here. I'm not actually sure how much coverage there is here, but a lot of people guessing Central, and no one getting it. As for the Indonesia one, my guess was bad. I just remember seeing that car up there, but no, it wasn't a good guess. Should have gone down here, and a bunch of people getting in the right area, and a bunch of people going on Java too. Then it came to the Argentina one, and I was rather close here, probably the closest, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, people getting it based on the trees, I reckon. Fairly nice cluster, so well played to everyone. And now that we've seen everyone, I think it's time to do the Cooper Scott approved tactic of going down and viewing the Wooden Spoon Award. So we have the bottom 3 here. Let's see. So for the South American one, we had a Peru guess, a Mexico guess, and a Sardinia guess. Interesting. Can kind of see it. As for the Canadian one, we had a decent guess here, and then we had 2. Okay, we had a England guess, and yeah, I don't know where is that other line coming from. Oh, I'm just confused. But anyway, oh yeah, we had a Baja California guess. Very interesting. And then on the Cambodia, yeah, people getting it. Well done. I did say Cambodia on the beer sign. 1 Lao guess, so at least a decent one. And then as for the Indonesia, we had a Philippines, a Vietnam, and a Malaysia. So all bases covered, I guess. So I think it is time to move on to the bird's eye view of the world, which was suggested by Recorderman. I think it was suggested by Recorderman. Whoever it was, thank you very much for suggesting it. And let's get into things. Okay, it appears that I forgot to put a time limit on this one, but hopefully people didn't spend all day doing it. Yeah, let's check out what we got going on here. Something Pacific Island or something like that. Yeah, definitely some kind of Pacific Island here. There's a lot of thatched roofs, I've noticed. Although could it be Caribbean too? Could it be the Bahamas or something like that? Lots of very small islands here. Yeah, with this level of development, I feel like it's probably more likely to be somewhere in the Caribbean than in the Pacific Islands. But can we see what side of the road we're driving or not anything? There's barely a tree in sight. I mean, barely a road in sight here. Plenty of trees. So, could be around here. Bahamas. How many islands does the Bahamas have? Yeah. Don't know if it feels like the Bahamas, actually. Could be out here, though. As for the Pacific Islands, it could be Fiji or something. Fiji, I guess, is probably kind of likely. Yeah, I don't know. What's really touristy out there? Maybe I'll try and catch a whole bunch of islands by guessing out here. I'll just go for one more look here. Yeah, it's fairly well developed. It does actually remind me probably more of the Caribbean. Well, it's going to be one or the other. I'm going to guess here. Okay, it's actually out near Sri Lanka. What an insane guess. Yeah, a bunch of people getting it. What is this place, actually? Is it Maldives? No, Maldives are down here. Okay, I didn't even know about these islands, to be honest, so well done if you got them. That's crazy. Look, very nice place, though, clearly. Okay, next up, we are on a black screen. No, we are not. Loading in here. Seems to be some kind of forest. Here we are. European-looking architecture, perhaps? I think so. Kind of looks like Germany to me at the moment. Germany or Austria would have to be, I think. Let's check out, can we see any bollards or any street signs? Looks like we got some German-style bollards, I would say. Yeah, kind of feels like Bavaria or something like that, or further south. Yeah, definitely Austria or Germany, I would say. But it's very rolling hills, so it could be northern Austria. What bollards does Austria? Austria uses black-tipped ones, so I don't think these are black-tipped. So I'm going to go for Bavaria here. And maybe Rosenheim. That will probably do it for me, I reckon. Nice, it's actually much further north than I thought. Rolling hills out here in... what are we near? Near Würzburg. I lived in Würzburg for 2 months. Shoutouts to Daniel. But I guess I remember some of these names, but there you go. Not too far away from the Mannheim and Stuttgart and whatnot. Decent guesses all around, I would say. Alright. Next one. Appears to be Europe again. Definitely Europe. Yeah, this one might be Germany again, I think. Although it's quite different looking. Could be Poland too. These apartments look German to me. Single-story house there. Yeah. Hard to say. Hard to say. We're on a river. What river might we be on? This feels more northern to me. Could we be on the Main River? What is that? The Rhine? The Rhine River? Possibly. Yeah, possibly. I don't know. I'm really not sure. Out near Berlin, even perhaps. Couldn't rule it out. I'm gonna guess in the middle of Germany. There's a river there. I'm not really sure. Okay, that was actually in Austria, on the border with Slovakia. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Really interesting. Looked like German architecture to me. Actually ends up being Austria. Okay, so some decent guesses in there. We're currently sitting on 8k because we missed out on that Sri Lankan one. And we appear to be back in Europe again. Let's see what we got going on. Yeah, European cars on this bridge. Some kind of statue here. It feels like a big city. Let's see what we got. What do these say? Can't make anything out, really. Oh, but we've got some language here. There. Varion. Could this be Prague? Or Bratislava or something like that? I don't see any flags, but could be worth looking for a second for a flag. Very big and wide river and lots of nice architecture. That's what's making me lean towards those. And we're on mountains as well. I don't know which of these cities have mountains, but we have some mountains right on the river, so let's get in and look for them. I'm assuming Prague is on a river. Yeah, it is. Do we have any... Could we be out here? Kind of looks like this would fit. Do we have any islands? We don't have any islands, though. Yeah. This is tough, but the river looks the appropriate, like, looks the appropriate thickness. Okay, I know Bratislava has a river through it, because that's just about where we were. This one does not quite fit as well, although we do have some mountains here. Okay. Do we have any mountains here? It would have to be here, but I don't think that fits as well. So I think it's going to be Prague or somewhere like that. I'm going to go for it. Wow, it's Budapest. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should have got that with the accent on the A. But yeah, a bunch of people 5k'ing that, so it's not my strongest round here. Probably could have looked harder, but I'm aware of the time. And here we are in a very interesting round. Look at this place. I was not aware of such a landform. Wow. It's incredible. What is that? Well, okay, let's look around and see what we got going on. We appear to be driving on the right-hand side of the road. I've seen a picture of Colombia that looks similar to this, I must say. Somewhere in the northern parts of Colombia, perhaps? Do we have yellow number plates? It's too hard to make it out, unfortunately. Yeah, you can't make it out on any of them. Might be a concrete road there, though. That could fit. Could it be Ecuador too? Not sure. Yeah, it feels like South America though with its architecture. Could be Central America too. And it's very mountainous, so it's hard to say. So if I'm thinking Colombia, we've got to find somewhere that actually fits. Somewhere out here. Have to be somewhere out here. So I guess that's where I guess. I don't really have any better thoughts, but this is an insane place, man. I would love to see a photo of this from a different angle because it just looks so crazy. Almost looks like Photoshop, you know? Anyway, I think that's what I'm going to guess. Let's see. Okay, near Medellin. Out on, yeah, Colombia has a lot of this kind of landform, I feel like. But we actually didn't get too far away, so at least kind of pleased. Right country. So we got 15k. Kind of missing out on some of these European ones that should have been a bit easier. Got the Colombia one and completely missed the Sri Lankan or Indian one. So let's see the high score and see how everyone did. If you want to play next week's and be featured in the video, go to the description. There will be a link right there for you. But let us see the top 15. That's basically everyone, so let's include everyone. I got the middle of the pack there, slightly below average. Lots of familiar faces playing along, so thanks everyone for playing. Actually, you know what? It might just be easier to see the top 5 because there are so many different placed rounds here. So let's see. Okay, for the Colombia one, we had a Suriname guess, a Mexico guess, 2 people getting where it was. What is the name of that place, actually? So it's called the Piedra del Peñol. That is really interesting. Might Google that after this game. 2 of us coming up here, me and Kodiak, up in the north of Colombia. This one, a lot of people got, and 2 of us didn't. French Polynesia guess there. yeah, not the best effort, but a bunch of people getting it, so well done to all of you. As for this one, no one got it. A bunch of people coming up here. Yeah, the same deal for the German one. I was the only person going south. Actually, no, Troy Blade as well. And the Budapest one, yeah, everyone getting, apart from me. So there you go. There were definitely clues there that I could have used to have gotten it. But yeah, congrats to Ben Keller for taking out the dub. A familiar sight on this channel, to be sure. And yeah, that is going to be it for the video, guys. Hit the links in the description to play next week. I'll see you then. And more videos coming, so like and subscribe. And yeah, peace. Oops.